Because when my granddaddy died, guess what he left my dad? Shit. I recently texted my mom, and she's not speaking to me right now because I made a comment, but her dad wasn't shit. Yeah. And the only reason I showed up at that nigga funeral was because of my mom and my aunt and my uncle. But Jesse Red Montgomery wasn't shit. My granddaddy said I was not handsome enough to be his grandson.
Oh, you said
my
that?
Granddaddy saw me in public with Will McGee and with Terrence Michael Wilson and with Mac Bryson, like George Eric Palms, a bunch of people at Breath of Life. We at the Mid-South Fair. My granddaddy looked me in my face in front of my homeboys and walked past me like he didn't know me. That's the examples that my parents had. So they had to try to figure out how to be good parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what they had. So they gave me character. They gave me a relationship, as Jay Sanders put it, influence. They put me around other people like a Prentice Brown and like a Dr. Sammy Holloway and like a Howard Moss and like a Danny Morrow and a Simon. I could go down the list. They put me around these people who put some stuff in because they didn't have the money, but I got connections. So now, am I going to say my parents ain't great? Because I know a lot of people. We know a lot of people. They grew up where we grew up. Their parents gave them money.
Yeah.
And what are they doing? They don't even talk to their parents now. We know, and I'm not going to say their name because I ain't trying to throw no shit, but we know some people who kids don't even want to see their parents. And you had everything. You damn near went to a private school, but you don't even want to talk to your mom and dad. Because they gave you money, but they didn't give you character. They didn't give you the righteousness. They didn't give you the holiness. They didn't give you the influence. But they gave, like you said, you were a good provider, but your dad was better than a good provider.
Yeah.
Because even when he didn't, because it probably was sometimes you didn't feel it, it probably was sometimes he really didn't have it to give.
I'm sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he gave you the stuff that when you want to quit, you had his voice in your ear. Right? I remember one time you talked about it on here. He was like, "Hey, I love you, but what you gonna do?" He ain't let you just I'm just gonna come back and stay with y'all. He's like, "I love you," but he gave you that. He didn't just give you no money. He gave you that part. I already know your pops. He gave you that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. I'm not downplaying. Finance is important.
Right.
Let me ask you a question. Dealing with your father when he did pay for all the tennis lessons, did he also take you, outside of the lessons and go and practice with you doing tennis?
Sometimes.
Okay. He didn't play with you.
In the beginning he did.
Oh, I'm gonna say you.
No. He the first one that got us on the court. Right. This is the story with us with tennis. He got us, me and Z, on the court at 5 or 6 years old. Just because that's what he loved to do. But then I ventured off, played other sports, but mainly basketball. Right. But then when we really got into the nitty gritty into it, when he really started paying the money, what I mean?
He wasn't doing it then.
No, he was taking us out. Now he would take us over to play matches with other people from the racket club and do stuff like that. But when we got into the lesson part, when he was paying $60, $50, $60, $70 an hour for lessons, he wasn't out there with us like that. He would.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When the Breath of Life Academy was new, wasn't he one of the people that was when we were teaching the kids? Because I was a teacher's assistant then.
Right.
He was one of the people that was teaching the kids to play tennis.
Yeah, he did do it at the time. Yeah.
Life Center, and I was 19. I was a teacher's assistant. He was one of the people that came up there, and him and Miss Gwen Ingram.
Yep, Miss
Gwen.
They
were teaching the kids to play tennis.
Yeah, they were doing. But to answer your question, later on, pretty much from 12 years old and up, I didn't really start playing seriously till I was about 13. He really wasn't out there with us, playing with us, because at that point we were over his skill level. So it was like he did all he could do at that particular time to okay, y'all got it
as far as he could, and then he passed the baton to somebody.
He passed the baton to other people.
That's
when he
all
started
I wanted to know.
Paying the money.
And the reason why I wanted to ask you that question was because the guy kept on saying in the video, investment or investing into your children, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, Shay, I'm big on words too. What does it mean to invest in something? To be invested in something, to have an interest in something as a result of commitment to it or an investment in of a resource such as time, effort, and money.
So money is the last
So
thing.
those is the last one. On every definition I saw.
But it's a part of it, though.
It's a part of it. I'm not taking it away.
Yeah.
But time. But how many, we can go that segue.
Yeah.
how many people do you know that their parents gave them money, no time and effort?
I do. Right.
We know more people
Yeah,
that gave him money
we
than
know-
gave him time and effort.
No time and effort.
Yeah.
But according to the Post, that's great parents, great father, great mother.
Yeah. This is
I'm
what,
only using
yeah.
what he's saying.
Correct. I'm with you. I think with anything in life, like you look at great businessmen, you look at music artists, life is about putting stuff together. That's why we need community as far as each other, community and church and stuff like that, because I have what I have, but I ain't got what Rag got. Rag got what he got, but he ain't got what Rod got.
No, I ain't got what he got.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and that's pretty much what life is now. Like, okay, dang, if I got all this knowledge, I got all this wisdom, I got community, but dang, I need some seed in order to give them the opportunity in order to do something. Okay, he a rap star. You know what I'm saying? We know he a rap star. Okay, now his dad provided this stability, this godly, standard. You know what I'm saying? Gave him, you know what I'm saying, a good example, gave him a voice, gave him all this stuff. But what if he had the money part to be like, my son is talented, and whatever I need to do, I want to put him out there to do this. That don't negate him not being good or great in what he already did, but having that other piece out there would have been impactful, not only just for him, but for the other people he would have impacted. Because don't tell me Rag ain't gonna get on